All right, today is starting out to be a sunny day. It's going to be hot, I'm sure. Yesterday, I started stripping this thing down. I removed a lot of these plates, so exposing underneath where the transmission is. And I've cleaned up a bunch of them. When I first started, it was caked and just completely soaked with oil and grime. Also cleaned under here pretty good, and I'm seeing that I'm getting some drips down the side there of the firewall. So I've got a leak I got to figure out. I think it's probably going to be related to the steering. I'll check that out, but it could also be those pedals, something with those. But I've got to fix that because I want that area clean. So as you can see, I pulled the panel off the back here, examine things. Hoses don't look too horrible, so I don't think I need to do anything there underneath. And yes, they're cracking and stuff, but I don't think there's any danger of them leaking anytime soon. And of course, I've still got to replace those. I did remove. I did get a couple things accomplished yesterday. One of them was to remove the power cable for the second battery, so that's been removed. Also, I did figure out the air cleaner. It just wasn't installed correctly. There wasn't anything missing or broken. I just had to figure out how it went. Information on this machine is not available for free online. You've got to buy manuals, and I need to do that. But right now I'm just depending on Google searches. And I finally found a picture of what the air cleaner looks like when it's fully assembled, and I was able to do that. If I climb up here, I can look down to see in the dash. I'll remove that cover as well. And right now the sun is in the bad spot for me to be able to look down there easily, so I need to wait later in the day. But I'm going to try to figure out where that leak is. And let's see. I was going to remove this plate only because I wanted to remove the power cable that was there, but I was able to reach a wrench down this hole here, a long socket with extensions to get that bolt to remove the cable, so I didn't have to remove that. I guess I need to start prioritizing the work. These cylinders that are leaking, this one and a second one that's leaking, the right one here on the front scoop, on the front bucket, it's leaking, and you can look at it and you can see the seal is just destroyed. These work fine, so I don't think the piston needs to be repacked. I think this seal here is all that's wrong with this. Similarly, I think that's all that's wrong with that stabilizer arm as well. You can look at this one. You can see the seal just visibly looks better. So I'm not going to touch this one. I'm going to replace the seal on that one. And after those are fixed, then, and also I need to fix the leak in there. That's bad. After that, I don't know. This thing here is leaking too. And I found some information online. There's a large nut underneath. Let's see that nut down there? Right, let's see, where's my finger? Right there. That's a 2.5-inch nut. That's supposed to be torqued to 800 foot-pounds. And it's just a gigantic nylon lock nut. And apparently those loosen up, and when they do, the pressure on this assembly here is lost and it causes it to leak. So I'm hoping just tightening that nut up will fix that. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna have to live with this one, because I'd have to remove this. And although I could probably do it, it would be a major chore, and I would need a way to lift up, a couple tons of weight. Well, the whole thing probably weighs 3,000 pounds, just guessing. So 1.5 tons of the weight I'd have to lift up, and then I'd have to knock out a couple pins and drive the machine away from it in order to address that. And it's just not something I want to do. So I'll just keep putting oil. This is actually hydraulic fluid. This thing right here, it feeds a bearing. Well, maybe you can see it from this angle. So we've got a line coming in, and this is hydraulic fluid, not engine oil. And that's what's used to lubricate the bearings and the bushings and whatever's in there. And I just don't want to mess with that. Well, that's the update for today. I still need to change the oil and the water, and that should be a priority. I actually should make that the priority, but I don't want to do anything until I can clean this thing. I got to power wash it. so I can see what's going on, and also to keep me from getting so darn nasty. All right, that's it for now. There'll be more videos, I'm sure.